The second thing I wanted to ask you was because there is a lot of there's a lot of fake accusations of Islamophobia, but there's also genuine Islamophobia. For example, we don't understand the several fault lines within it. And, for a country that has faced so much trouble from Islamic terrorism, I think we're completely clueless about political Islam and all its shades and hues out there. Have you ever seen anyone or seen any initiative that is basically looking at this kind of education? Because we seem to focus very little on the human being and human training and human education, and we focus much more on equipment and just hot air.
Absolutely. I think we are a very ill-read people. हम लोग पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं करते हम लोग. We just, उसको hand-me-downs बोलते हैं. We depend a lot on that. We depend a lot on hand-me-downs. Somebody told me this, so I'll do this. This is how I've been trained. This is how it has always been done. Nobody, and even if you count the security forces, there are very few generals, and there are some of them that I know, who have done a serious study on the topic that Abhijit is mentioning. When you do not know the people you're interacting with, you always fail. We don't know. For example, even today, if there is a debate, is the ISIS present in the Kashmir Valley? I think it's shameful. You ask such funny questions, then you'll get funny answers. Is the ISIS present in the Kashmir Valley? Of course it's present in the Kashmir Valley. So there's the video viral, I don't know if you remember, terrorists going in one line holding AK-47s, left hand mein AK-47 hai aise uske, and one finger raised. This is the sign of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. And that is the insignia of the Islamic State. ISIS is very much present. The Sufi culture, the Kashmiriyat of Kashmir is dead. There is no Kashmiriyat in Kashmir now. And the problem in Kashmir today is massive, massive radicalization. I go to Kashmir every second month. I'm in Kashmir. I go to South Kashmir. I go to interiors. And after 2 months, I'm going to North Kashmir. I was supposed to go in January, but it's too cold in Kupwara. So I said, I'll go when the snows have melted. And you see the stuff that is coming out from mosques. And now I can understand, because 10 years back, all the preachers were preaching in Kashmiri. Now, most of them speak with a UP accent and a Bihar accent in the mosques and in the madrasas. There are all these, it's a plot, it's a plan, there is money from outside coming in, and we are ill prepared. And there are Kashmiri Muslims, I'm telling you, and I'm not going to make this sound very Bollywood, but I know, because they are my friends, they will give their life for India right now. But the problem is that we ourselves are mistreating them. We ourselves mistreat those people, and then we say that nobody talks about us. Why will they talk? I wrote an article called Irfan. Irfan it's a false identity, about a stone pelter who went to Lal Chowk. He waved the tricolor. Uske saath kya kara? 2 eent liye, uska haath aise dala. And then they kicked his hand down, his hand snapped. Today, Irfan came and met me at the CRPF camp in Homoma, which is near Badgam. It's in Srinagar. He came and met me in Homoma. I was staying there. And I said that, Irfan, are you still carrying the tricolor? Irfan takes out a small handkerchief, and this happened in front of me. He takes out a small, pristine white handkerchief, and inside the white handkerchief is such a small tricolor. He still carries it. There are such people in Kashmir, but we have failed those people. And we talk with people like Gilani. So I don't see much hope unless we start accepting and listening to people like Irfan.